Okay, I'm back. So I add a couple more lines here. Right here at the top of this. And another one down here, snap to this curved line like that. See, I'm just extending these way past that line. Okay. Let me see, got one more right here. Okay, let's go back and trim these. And let's trim this one. Okay, now we can zoom out and let's see what we got. Okay, so now we want to put the bottom of that quarter gallery on this side. So, we're going to mirror everything we've got here. And this time we can mirror it right from the intersection here. Use ortho and bring it down. There we go. You see how bad this side looks? Everything is so far off because this drawing is so far off. Alright, let's zoom out. It's starting to take shape now. Next thing we're going to want to do is put in the body plan down below. Okay, so we'll stop here. Okay, the next step is to draw this body plan down here, but let me show you something. There's a whole bunch of lines up in here. You see all these little dotted lines? Well, that's really the hull that's behind this stern here. Let me show you on the other side. You see all these little dotted lines? Here's one here. Here's another one here. This is the height of the forecastle. And this is all behind this stern drawing we just did. So, to simplify matters, what we're going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to copy what I've drawn. And I'm going to move it off to the side. See what I've done? This is the stern drawing we're working on. And then I'm going to take it and I'm going to erase it off of here. Just like that. Now I'll be able to draw the body lines here without getting them all tangled up with those other lines we've drawn. So we're going to start with the midship frame, and that's this big, wide, thick one right here. So again, I'm going to use my spline. I'm going to start my spline here. Get rid of ortho. We have a really nice hollow right down here at the keel, so I'm going to make these kind of close, like this. Okay. So as it gets, there we go. Keeping this curve kind of tight here. Okay. Now let's go up the big tumble home. This is a really nice shaped hull. Look at that nice tumble home there. This is going to make a very pretty hull. So tighten up my points, and I'm going to stop right there and end it. Now it's going to be interesting to see how that matches the other side. See it? Let me zoom out a little bit, then I'll pan. Okay, that's my midship. body line right there. Now I'm going to take that and I am going to mirror it. Select it, snap to the end of my center, put ortho on and bring it up. Down here it's pretty close, but as you can see it's getting wider. That gap is getting bigger and bigger. So the whole hall is really out of whack. When you mirror it, see it's on this side. See, I'm following that line really close, right on here. Okay, but on this side, when I mirrored it, it's this far off. So we're going to keep the mirrored image of our midship on there. So that's how you draw them, really. And I don't think it would be necessary to sit here and go through every single body line, except we'll just do the bow one here, because that's a very nice curved line. Okay, we're going to start here. Get rid of ortho. Okay, we're just following this thing up with a spline. Okay, coming up around that. And there's a real kind of serpentine curve here at the bow. Holy smokes, look at that. And end it. End. That shape there, that's the bow. Really quite a shape to that. Alright, we could do the stern. Which is marked as number 9 right here. Let me look at it. So you don't want to lose it. See, it goes up and you could follow it. And it goes all the way up here to the quarter deck. Alright, let's do number 9. Get my spline going. Alright. Right here. See, if you make your let's erase this. Okay, let's do frame number 9. Well, actually, body line number 9. Get our spline. And here we go. Just work our way right along this line. Okay, like this. Now, when you're using your spline, and if you make your points too far apart, so let's say, for instance, I want to go all the way up to here. You see how far off that spline is? Okay, so we don't want to do that. Well, we could average it out like that, but still. So I'm going to go take that out of there, and then I'm going to shorten my distance here. See, that'll give me a more accurate shape. Okay. There's going to be a lot of points along this line. So we may have to redo it if we use this as a laser cutting line, because there'll be too many points for the laser cutter. But to draw it, At least we can get it very close. See, now it gets all tangled up here with a bunch of other lines, so we have to be careful and follow it up. Okay, where is it? It's right here. It's right here and all the way up. Well, let's go right here and stop it right here. That's the quarter deck. Okay, we're gonna end it just like that. So we'll zoom out, pan a little bit, and that's the shape of our hull at the stern. Very nice. Very nice shape to this whole hull. So all I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back and I'm going to fill in. We did 9 and we did the midship, so I'm going to do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I'll do that off camera because, you know, what the heck, you don't want to sit here and watch me do that. So let me do that and then I'll come back. Okay, before I draw all of these body lines in, just want to show you down here as I drew this line, and what that is, that's the top of my rabbet. Okay, so I want all of my body lines to come all the way down to my rabbet line right here. So when I go to spline, I'm going to go to snap to intersection and I'm going to snap right here at my rabbet. Now let's zoom in really close. Okay, now we want to get that nice hollow down here at the keel, so we're going to do some very tight points and start bringing that body line number 1 up and around. Now we could zoom out and finish her off. Okay. See, once again, you don't want to have too wide of a point space between your points, because you're going to get a not an accurate curved line. So once again, keeping them things kind of tight, and just work my way all the way up. Okay, let's pan down. Okay, and bring it around. See, now the hull is getting closer to the same size here. See, the line number 1 is getting tighter and tighter to the shape of the midship. So by the time it gets to the top, it's going to almost be in the same place, which it is. You see, now it's almost right on top of the midship. So we're going to zoom in very close and we're going to put that line right alongside it. Just like, we're going to let it run over top of the hull. We'll trim it later. Okay, and end it. Now you can see how close it is. Very close. As we pan down, it widens up and it gets wider here, right at the turn of the bilge, or at the top of the floor timbers. See how much wider it got? Now it's narrowing and narrowing, narrowing until it almost hits the exact same point down here at the rabbet. So now I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of them.